Remember, initially the president actually was like shocked and appalled that something like this could happen when he first heard it. Then all of a sudden there wasn't a smidgen of corruption, and now they're just plain out phony scandals. Everything but Iraq. He said yesterday in Minnesota, phony scandals. Take a listen.
These are just Washington fights. They're fabricated issues. They're phony scandals that are generated.
Really?
Yeah, he was there in a town hall in Minnesota. He's apparently this summer going to do a road show to show people that he has not lost touch with them. What's curious, though, is he talks about the phony scandals, but he says essentially people see these things on the news and they get discouraged. He doesn't watch the news, but we do. Watch.
I don't watch TV news generally, or cable shows. But I suspect if you're out here and going to work and picking up your kids and taking them to soccer, or at night sitting there paying the bills, and you just turn on the TV, sometimes it must feel kind of discouraging.
It's just unbelievable that
it's just the news.
Yeah, it's just the news. He doesn't really watch it. And also, it's just amazing, too. I know it's important to get out of the bubble, but there are so many decisions he has to make. There's so many programs that have to be implemented. There's so many things that got to be done overseas and at home. Why is he always on the road talking about global warming out in Minnesota, talking with one family? It just doesn't seem like the things-to-do list is lined up correctly, in my humble opinion. Dennis McDonough's got to insert himself as chief of staff, or someone's got to rein him in.
Well, you know what? Two things. It is discouraging when you're chronically underemployed. It is discouraging when your president loses a staring contest to Putin and leaders across the globe. It is discouraging when our southern border is now penetrated. It's discouraging when your president says he doesn't watch the news, but his own administration says this.
The Fast and Furious program, when in fact everyone knows, the president did not know about this tactic until he heard about it on through the media.
Let me take the IRS situation first. I first learned about it from the same news reports that I think most people learned about this. I think it was on Friday.
As I said yesterday in my statement, other than press reports, we have no knowledge of any attempt by the Justice Department to seek phone records of the Associated Press.
Do you know when he first knew that there was a problem?
Well, I think it became clear fairly early on, the first couple of days. That
So not before that, though? Not before October?
So in other words, we played those two sound bites back to back to show you the president says he doesn't watch the news, and yet that's how his administration finds out about things that are going on through the news.
Discouraging.
Yeah, who's in charge?